What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome back to a brand new video on Game Week 2, and we are here with my captains selections. Now, last week was a bit of a gamble week with captains because I didn't see too many good options. Salah was a safe bet. I thought Aguero and Eriksen were safe bets, but no, not really. But Pedro did alright, and Gross, let's not talk about it. So this week I'm aiming to go with what I think is the best, as I always do, but hopefully outscoring last week because it wasn't entirely the best. We've got 5 players here from 4 teams, so I've got a team double up here, only because it's a really interesting pick that could potentially be quite a differential. We're going to go through all those 5 in just a couple of seconds, because I felt like talking for another couple of seconds, but now we're going to go into them because I'm finished talking for those couple of seconds. Let's hear our first captaincy pick. And we start off with Benjamin Mendy. Interesting, isn't it? Bit of a differential. Last game week, I believe, and I see on the screen, he scored 15 points. Captain-wise, that's 30. That's only topped by 1 player, and now it's against Arsenal. You think Man City are about to run riot at home against Huddersfield? It's a matter of how many, not how close. And if he has the 2 assists for that game, could he potentially get more? The same? Who knows? But he'll get a clean sheet. He'll get some attacking returns, hopefully. Even so, that's an easy captaincy pick for me. A risky one that you won't see too many people doing, but an easy one, a simple one, and one that will get you a good amount of points. So Benjamin Mendy, definitely one to be considered. Moving on, we've got Silva coming in as our second Manchester City player. Midfielder, 7.5 million, I think is due to rise. Owned by just under 10% of people, and played in a central sort of role, left by David Silva, now left by De Bruyne because he's injured. So my set and forget team with De Bruyne in it. Oh, that's fun. That's really fun. But Bernardo Silva though was really good against Arsenal. Scored the second goal that probably killed the game. If Arsenal were still hunting and potentially could have got their equaliser in that game, would have made things interesting. That second goal killed things off, I think, all too simply, and it was a fantastic finish and a crossing from Benjamin Mendy. So Bernardo Silva is an interesting one because he sort of could be sitting, but he's getting in the box, he's moving around, he's free roaming, doing the Kevin De Bruyne sort of stuff. I think at £7.5 million and a good performance against Arsenal could be set to increase his points tally at home to Huddersfield. Next up we have Pogba. Now, the man, the myth, the haircut legend, if you like that sort of thing. 10 points, 1 goal, 2 bonus points from last week's tie, and he's away against Brighton and Hove Albion in this tie. So we're thinking, yeah, why not let him score more? But this is Paul Pogba, the man that likes to sort of fart ass around half the time, so we've got to be wary of that. But I feel like 15% of ownership, £8.1 million, he has to be sort of chucked into a constant captaincy question if he's in your team. So in my eyes, I think, with his performance in the first game week, he should carry it on to the second game week, and I think he's a good captaincy pick. Our penultimate pick, and by no means sort of good or bad, they're just in order of easiness to edit, is Richarlison. Been one of the longest names I'll ever put in a captaincy video. The Everton man had a fantastic game week last game week. 14 points, 2 goals and 3 bonus points. Fantastic performance, and without him it would have been 2-0 loss. Looking like that. And there was a red card as well, and he's still scoring, so credit where it's due for a man like Richarlison. Now, 21.8% of ownership, 6.6, probably due to rise again. You're looking at one that if he does well again in this game week, he's going to rise again, and he will rise again because he's a cheap option. And under Marco Silva last season, he half scored well, and then after that, no, didn't happen. So I think, yeah, £40 million in real life was pricey. £6.6 million and a real good captaincy thing, considering you're at home to Southampton. I think he's looking like he could be a really, really good player. And lastly, the man whose record from last game week speaks for itself as to why you consider him a captain option is Harry Kane. That was blatantly sarcasm. He hasn't scored in August, I don't think, in the past sort of 90 years, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. But you've got to look at this game as one of the easiest ones he's had since he's been a first team regular at Spurs. All joking aside, at home to Fulham, or Wembley Stadium to Fulham. and £12.5 million of Kane, 30% of ownership. Many people will be sticking the armband on him. You've got to be considering him to score. And you're looking at this game thinking this could be 3, 4, 5 for Spurs. Now, granted, last season this was a 1-0. They've played games like this at Wembley and got 1-0 and 2-0 and just scraped through it, or 2-1, let's say. But this, you're hoping it'll be better. And we are going against the trend of Kane scoring against August. I have also not got Kane in my actual team, but in my set and forget team. It's an interesting one because the August thing, it must be playing on his mind, and it will play on your mind. Everything plays on your mind until you get it, you deal with it and you get it off your mind. Kane needs that goal to sort him out so he can score again in August, but we don't know. All I'm going on is just myth. Will he not score in August? Stats speak for themselves, and these sort of games I think Kane scores in, so I think he breaks his August ducks and becomes a very, very viable captaincy option for this coming game week. And that happens to be that for this video. Hope you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below what do you guys think of all my suggestions, and have I missed any good ones out. I have deliberately not said Liverpool because Palace I think is going to be a tougher game than many people think. Leave all that in the comments down below. Be sure to check out the FPL Wildcats. We are streaming tonight. I'm not there because I'm watching Sheffield Wednesday, but be sure to check them out. They are streaming and are very, very good and very, very, sort of good guest to get for our first special guest coming in. Probably sort of, I suppose temporarily replacing me, but go check the stream out. It's always good, and I think it'll be brilliant with the guest they've got on. But check them out, check everything out, and just do everything I say. Don't, because that means you support Sheffield Wednesday. But I don't know where I'm going with this, so see you all in the next video or the stream. No, I'm not going to be there, so God, this is a botched outro. I'm just going to say goodbye.